So here's the question I want to know, and feel free. Anybody can answer this question for me. Who thought that Victor Postal versus Terrence Crawford was a 50-50 fight? That's the question I want to know. And the next question I have behind that is, how would you like your L? Baked, fried, or broiled? Who in the hell thought that Victor Postal had a chance against Crawford? I would love to know. And what was the premise in which you thought this was a 50-50 fight? That's the first thing. That's the first thing I want to know, right? Because I don't see it. See what I'm saying? Now, let's keep it real. What Postal did against Matisse, you know, that style of fighting was superior to Matisse's style, because Matisse, let's just be honest, he was a come forward fighter. All right? But when you got somebody with superior foot speed, footwork, and hand speed, somebody come like Postal coming out in that high guard the way he came out, that doesn't work. That does not work against somebody like, you know, like Crawford. It really does not work. I can't recall a round, maybe the third round, of where Crawford didn't have control of the fight. He dominated the fight in every aspect, in all aspects of scoring the round, right? Yeah, so, I mean, man, I don't know. Like I said, I can't recall Postal winning a single round. He was flustered all night. And after round 5, after round 5, it was a wrap. The flash knockdown was one thing, all right? If the judges wouldn't have ruled that a knockdown, I understood. The second one, boom, 10-8. You know, but that was it for Postal. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know, and he didn't have an answer for that boy. He went to, it's just like I said in my prediction video. You can't train for a fighter that can switch from orthodox to southpaw during the round. It's impossible for you to defend it. You can't train for that. You really can't train for that. You know, a lot of people try, but it just don't work, you know? And it's just better way Postal was looking, man. He was just so flustered, bruh. Yeah, Postal looked dazed, confused. He couldn't get nothing off. He could not get nothing off. I hate to say this, but this fight it reminded me of Mayweather versus Diego Corrales, rest in peace. Corrales came in there with the longer reach and everything, right? He could do nothing against Floyd. And watch this now. Floyd took everything away from Corrales. Just like Crawford took everything away from Postal. Postal looked, he was not composed. He was not anything, bruh. He was done. He was done. After round 7, he was done. It looked like he wanted to find a way out of the fight because he was getting embarrassed, bruh. You know, Terrence Crawford jab was underrated coming into this fight because of the reach, because of his reach disadvantage. But when he started to do the double jab and started to penetrate, and that's when he really started to find his groove and started to find his range, and he started to get on the inside game. And his inside game was spectacular. But, you know, I mean, man, he just showed everything. Yeah, he embarrassed that boy, man. He embarrassed that boy. That boy ain't have no business in the ring with Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, with this performance, solidified him at least as a top five, pound for pound. You know, his resume just keeps getting better. His skill set, we really don't know if Terrence Crawford is in his prime. We really don't know if he's reached his prime yet. This man this man's resume, ever since the Gamboa fight has been, he's been producing some big moments, man. Now again, I don't think the pay-per-view is going to do great numbers, but this man, he's a star, bro. He's a star. And clearly, nobody at 140 pounds, can beat this man. This man can easily become undisputed. He can easily become undisputed. I would love to see Terrence Crawford solidify his legacy and go undisputed. Now I understand that, the Manny Pacquiao fight could be looming. I doubt if he does that. I doubt if Manny Pacquiao does that. I think Manny Pacquiao's gonna fight Vargas, me personally. But hey, there's clearly nobody at 140 that can beat that man. If I'm Terrence Crawford, I would go ahead on a unify. Go ahead and take out Broner. Go ahead and take out everybody else, man. And just have fun. It just reigns supreme, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he clearly doesn't have any competition at 140. He may be forced to go up to 147 because I believe in due time people are going to start ducking him at 140. Really. I really believe people are going to start ducking him at 140. I'd like to see, Broner don't want it. Let me see who else don't want it. Man, there's nobody else at 140 for this man. If I was him, I would go ahead and win all the championships, then go up to 147 and do my thing there. One thing I do notice like this: if a one-handed fighter will not be able to beat Terrence Crawford, a one-handed fighter can't beat Terrence Crawford. Period. It's just as simple as that, yo. Oh boy, man, that was a show. He put on a show last night, bro. Postal like a second-rate fighter in there against that man. Simple as that. And I'm done ranting and raving about Postal. About Terrence Crawford. Where does Postal go from here? I don't know. He's not a bad fighter. He just didn't belong in the ring with Crawford. And what does this say about Freddie Roach? Freddie Roach, as a trainer, he leaves a lot to be desired. Because every time a fighter of his takes on a fighter with the style of a Mayweather, with the style of a Terrence Crawford, none of his fighters do well. None of them. Freddie Roach is just not that good of a trainer. And I think it's about time that we started to recognize that he's an offensive coordinator. That's what he is. He's an offensive coordinator. He's not that good of a trainer, bruh. His fighters look like crap when they go against counter punches. He really does. He really does, man. I don't know. Anyway, big ups to Terrence Crawford. Spectacular performance. No doubt, top 5 pound for pound. There's no way you can deny it, especially after people said that he was ducking Postal. What the hell? Like Terrence Crawford ducking somebody. Really? Really? Yeah, all right, whatever. Till the next time, like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy AC. I'll holler. Peace.